Baxter Mansion. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm from Le Tout Petit's Antique, and I...
Welcome, Mr. Letou. Do you have an appointment?
Yes, we scheduled an appointment for me to come to tell you about a precious Neo carving.
Wonderful. Wait 1 minute, please. Then ring again. Baxter Mansion. How can I help you?
I'm the guy who rang before, the Neo guy.
Welcome. I must apologize. I didn't schedule your appointment properly. However, you have piqued her curiosity. Wait till the gates open and then park in the yard, will you?
There.
Are you sure it's him?
Yes. Sure. At last.
Hi.
Please, come in. Here's my card.
But there's no information on it.
Don't worry, it's not activated yet, Mr.
John Yesterday.
An appropriate name for an antique dealer, isn't it?
But I'm a historian too.
Even better then. What do you specialize in?
Satanism and sectarianism in the Middle Ages.
No way. I just received the first copy of a book about a satanic sect in the Middle Ages. I can't show it to you yet, but it will make people talk. The writer is an American who, by the way, you're an American, aren't you?
Yes, but I've traveled so much, I no longer know where I belong to.
I don't envy you. I travel all the time, but the day I stop seeing myself as a Londoner, I'll forget who I am.
You are absolutely right. However, I always ask myself...
Sorry, Mr. Yesterday. We're not here to answer your questions, but mine. Why on earth am I wasting my time with you? Shit!
I have a little gift for you.
Brilliant! You really know my taste. Many thanks. However, nobody's ever given me a present without asking me for something in return. Oh shit! Are you going to tell me what it is you want, Mr. Yesterday?
Maybe you've heard I have a Neo by Unke. It's perfect and...
Why can't I see it?
Oh, sorry. Here are some photos of the sculpture and its authenticity documents.
You think of everything. I like you. Please make yourself at home while I examine all this. You'll see the room is full of valuable pieces. Feel free to touch. You are, after all, a colleague. I just received the first copy of a book about a satanic sect.
may remove your blindfolds. Dearest disciples, behold, Santa Brigida's greatest treasure.
Where are we, Brother Hinas?
Oh, that's none of your business, Brother Iago. It's written in an unknown language, one so rare it could even date back to the days of the Tower of Babel. No one has ever deciphered it, or managed to copy a single character from its alphabet.
Come on, who are you speaking of? Blind men and morons?
Do you dare to give it a try, Brother Giuseppe?
Hey, why does he get to go first? That's not fair.
Let's see. I don't understand a thing. These symbols. I can't stop. I'm trapped by them. Oh no! My God, what's happening to me? Why? Iago! Iago! Help me!
Giuseppe!
Do not touch him. There's nothing you can do for him now.
No.
Put your blindfolds back on.
No.
I'll take you to your cells. Never speak to anyone about what happened on this night. And remember, you have seen nothing, nothing, nothing.
Before you can control the unknown sense, you must first learn to see through the eyes of yesteryear, young disciple. Your mind stores every single detail of everything you've seen. Close your eyes and say goodbye to today. Focus, breathe, then open them anew. And yesterday, he's here again.
When the Inquisition captured me, you found the dead body of my friend Alonso, whose recently deceased corpse could pass as my own. Isn't that too much of a coincidence?
I believe you have reached your own conclusion. But remember what I always tell you. Chance does not exist. It is Satan's hand. And sometimes it uses our own to achieve its goals.
You knew that Giuseppe would die upon reading the book, didn't you?
All I had were suspicions, the same as you.
You said you appreciate me for my talent with languages. What will happen the day I'm no longer useful?
Have you ever seen me do someone harm? Don't fret. Although you are the devil's son, how could you ever cease to be useful?
Why did you have to die?
Who knows? Those Greek gods you love used to claim the beautiful first. And I don't mean to brag, but between you, Botillo, and me, there's just no comparison.
I will never forget you, brother.
But Tilo sure won't forget me. At least not until you find out why Father Hines calls him so much.
Did Hines give you a proper Christian burial as promised?
I think you know the answer better than I do. Whether you're ready to admit it is another story.
Dark times are upon us. Giuseppe's death is only the beginning. Flee Santa Brigida and never look back. And leave Hines behind? He saved me. He gave me a new life, books, brothers. I can't do that. Hines wants you to follow Satan's path, but you believe in the righteous God. You must observe the rule of St. Francis. I would, but I'm afraid I'm prey to the same sin as Brother Hines, the sin that led Adam to eat from the tree of knowledge and condemn mankind. I want to know. Not only do you understand languages, you're also aided by demons like that painted old man that sometimes appears before you. If you really want to know who you are, you must first accept this. You are Satan's son. So what do I do? Should I devour a live goat? Sacrifice virgins? Kill myself to return to the hell whence I came? No. I must follow Hines' plan, whatever that may be. I respect you, in spite of it all. It's not easy to observe the rule of St. Francis these days.
And why don't you observe it as well?
Science, logic, and history bid me otherwise. I feel like neither Giuseppe nor I have been just with you. For that, I apologize.
I knew you would come to your senses as soon as that Italian devil lost his grip on you. Dead dogs don't bite.
You disgust me. You're a clueless, tattletale, brown nose who doesn't understand what he copies. And it's not just the books. It's the rule of St. Francis and all of that meaningless nonsense you observants constantly repeat.
I'd rather be a brown nose than end up covered in shit, Brother Iago. And that's exactly how you'll end up.
don't tell a soul. We'll have a good laugh tomorrow. I'm going to make Brother Botillo lose some weight. Shh, don't tell... Nah, the other day, when Brother Botillo was sleeping and Hines was not, it's a bit risky and not an easy feat. But oh, the pleasure that comes from knowing...
Say, Toribio, about last night.
Nothing happened last night. Nothing!
Do you think that Hines knew what was going to happen?
You take that back. Father Hines is a saint, not a murderer.
Where's the library?
I don't know.
Come on, you often disappear with Brother Hines. I'm sure that's where he takes you.
Of course. I'm the best copyist in the Abbey. And who else would he trust to copy the secret books?
And?
He always blindfolds me, just like last night. It's better that way. I won't have to resist the temptation of reading heretic texts.
When Giuseppe started to bleed, you did nothing to help him.
It was the devil's doing. That was Satan's blood. It could have contaminated me.
I helped him.
Then get away from me.
Later, upon returning to my cell, I thought I heard whipping in yours.
That's not true.
Do you remember that the abbot prohibited self-flagellation? Do you?
Why? Why can't a pious man pay for his evil deeds?
What evil deed did you perform last night? I thought nothing had happened.
Go with God.
You must be thrilled now that Giuseppe is dead. No one will ever call you Botillo again.
Shh! Remember, we know nothing.
Calm down. I'm not going to tell anyone.
But the devil can hide anywhere. Only God knows who is watching us and where from.
What do you think happened exactly?
Didn't I tell you already? It was the devil's doing. He has possessed that book.
I thought the devil specialized in possessing people.
Are you really that naive? He can possess the very air you breathe. I heard that about 2 years ago, in a village far away, the devil possessed a hog so that it would devour the son of a noble.
That's amazing. What are you copying?
A text lacking in righteousness. Hortensius by Cicero.
But was it not the very same book that led St. Augustine of Hippo to embrace faith?
What's that? Oh, yes, but God can write straight on crooked lines. That does not prove that the book is not impure. Furthermore, St. Augustine was a sinner before he was a saint. Grant me chastity and continence, but not yet. Pervert.
If the book is everything you say it is, why are you copying it?
Because that cursed Father Ezekiel is contaminating the soul of our dear abbot. He manipulates him with his science and his art to lead him off the righteous path. I wouldn't rule out the use of magic either.
You must be thrilled now that Giuseppe is...
Shh! Remember.
What was that, Brother Botillo? I can't hear you.
You're acting just like him. I expected more out of you.
come in, Father Gines?
My door is always open to you, Brother Iago.
I don't understand why you always favor Brother Toribio.
You are the better pupil, no doubt, but you'll be better off if you draw a little attention to yourself. On the other hand, commending Brother Toribio helps me win over those he sucks up to, the observance.
What do you think of Father Ezekiel?
He stands up to the observance and understands the world through reason. So brave, and yet so naive. The only reason that governs this world is that of your father, the devil. I do prefer him over that gang of lunatics, no doubt. But I must proceed with caution and not show him too much esteem. By the way, he should be showing me how that printing press of his works sometime soon.
Don't you think our abbot is a saint?
Oh, no doubt. He has a view of the future, and would certainly embrace anything that Father Ezekiel and the like propose. But he knows that without the observance, he would lose his grip over the monastery, and he's...
I know you're not fond of Father Diego and the other observers.
How could I be? Their insistence on returning to their idea of poverty makes me laugh. You need money to and a full stomach to think with clarity.
But you pretend to like them.
I must. If not, they'd rally against me and they'd find out what I'm hiding, sooner or later.
What makes you so attached to...
His gratitude. Just as yours.
You saved Ursus's life as well? What had he done?
Oh,
You've forgotten?
When the Inquisition wants to execute someone, they don't need an excuse.
You said you would grant Giuseppe a Christian burial.
Ursus took care of it before the morning prayers. Don't worry about it.
I'll pray for him.
Don't waste your prayers. Keep them for you and for me. Beg him to grant us the ability to read that.
Where were we last night?
It's...
Why?
You are my most prized possession.
What if I had read the book? Would you have left me?
Not in the slightest. I wanted you to see the power of the book.
What if Toribio had read the book?
That coward. He would never have even tried. I only took him to incriminate him. I was afraid he'd badmouth me to the observance. Now he won't dare.
The book has a Y on its cover. What does it mean?
I don't know, Brother Iago.
My name is Miguel. Iago is only the name you gave me after help. It starts with a Y.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Do you know anything about...
Yes. He rebelled against God and turned into Satan.
I'm talking about my human father, the Duke of...
You don't have a human father.
I don't follow.
In order to avoid further problems with the Inquisition, the Duke could... Years before, an old man who claimed to be a messenger of the King of... The next morning, he had disappeared, leaving behind all his clothes were lying on the bed. And among the clothes and blood, they found the Duke, who hadn't managed to conceive an heir or bastard, kept quiet and gave... No one ever heard from that old man again. It was all the devil's doing.
You have denied it countless times, but what if the Inquisition...
The plan worked perfectly, Iago.
My name is Miguel.
Your name is whatever I say it is. Miguel de Fuentenegra was devoured by a diabolical pig in that dungeon. That's what the Inquisition believes, and...
Sometimes I dream of returning to...
Don't be a fool. What if someone recognizes... As I've said before, I didn't give you a new life for you to throw it away. Your place is here.
When you saved me, you were already master copyist of Santa Brigida. How did you find out about me?
One of my most grateful pupils is now he knows of my commitment to understanding ancient books. When the Inquisition set their sights on you, he contacted... I left immediately and arrived...
I feel like I'm wasting my time here in Santa Brigida.
Your gift for languages is very useful. And it will be so even more in the future.
Well, I've got my own ideas for the future.
Speak.
You know how much I enjoy ancient mythology. Maybe I could...
The fact that I allow you to read certain books does not mean you can... Anyone who speaks of pagan myths will automatically, because you wish to go through that again?
I'd like to follow in Father Ezekiel's footsteps. And I like the forge. To see iron come to life.
Your talent lies not in your hand. I will not let you... Any other ideas?
Since I understand all languages, maybe I could be a mission...
What part of I am Satan's... Any other ideas? Listen to me. You are to make the most of the gift.
But how? His is the book that killed Joseph.
Perhaps, when you decipher it, we won't have...
Then why don't you let me give it a shot?
I must first test it on other subjects. I can't risk losing...
I could use a mirror to read the book's reflection, just like Perseus did, to avoid turning it...
Oh, nonsense. Mythology is nothing but myth, but the power of the book is real.
If the book is my father's work...
Because the book is not your father. Can we be sure it will recognize you? Can we know...
Well, I'm willing to take...
I would protect you with my own life. If you want to risk your own...
I think I'm not cut out for the priesthood. I'd like to get married.
And? Do you think I'm a virgin? I will give you, not one, but many women. When you read it, let time take...
Good morning, Father Ezekiel.
The day appreciates the epithet, but doesn't as...
What happened?
Did you know that Queen Isabella is coming tomorrow to see my printing press? And in just 1 hour, I must perform a trial before Brother Hines. Here.
No. Nobody ever...
Well, there will be no trial. Somebody stole all my letters.
Huh?
I won't call for him. He's always so busy, he won't even remember...
Maybe you just misplaced the letters. I heard about a condition called lystexia that...
I never make mistakes. The letter thief, in all his clumsiness, tore his
Do you have any idea who the...
I only know it's not me. The
I don't think it's him, but...
I doubt it. He supported... Although the printing press would put an end to his privilege...
What about
He's the Abbey's greatest prankster, and he's been missing all morning.
What if...
Could be. That radical, although he is a coward.
What if this is...
He would only do such a thing following poor Ursus. It's as if someone had removed it.
I suppose Father Remigio is a
It's not easy for our prior. Caught between those radical observants and the... If it was him, rough time.
What if I did it?
Okay. Act like you're confessing.
Father Ezekiel, I confess.
Brother Iago, you're as bad at acting...
Father Diego can't stand...
Another fanatic. But his excessive observance of the rule of St. Francis in my workshop would still read...
Do you oppose those who practice a strict...
Not at all. They are the ones who oppose common sense, which is that Diego, Toribio, and all of those loonies want to take us back into...
You are a man of science. Isn't that...
Science is the study of divine creation. What is at odds with almost everything is human understanding. That's what science is for. To enlighten...
Is Father Hines closer to you?
It's hard to say. On the one hand, he helps me with my research. On the other, Father Hines is an intelligent man.
exactly are those types?
They're small metal letters that I place in line. When pressed against the paper...
You could try writing without the letter E. I could write it in...
Oh, yeah? Please.
Thank God Almighty for visitors arriving on this day at the Holy Catholic Sanctum that is Santa Brigida. How did you get Her Majesty to visit the Abbey?
Ever since my friend Johannes invented it, the printing press has being aware of this fact, and after receiving approval from our abbot, now I wish I'd never had the...
Why do you want to test it with Father Hines?
As master copyist, he must approve quality, but that won't happen now. The meeting is in less than I won't call for him. He's always so busy.
How did you get a printing press?
The inventor, my friend Johannes, sent it to me. He was going to send it to Segovia, which won't happen tomorrow if the Queen arrives and I print...
Did you know that sometimes I have the strangest dreams? Do you have any idea?
No. Although if I had more, who knows? Sometimes the Lord uses dreams to remind us...
You said they stole all letters except one, right?
Yes. One was stuck in the mold and I haven't... Here, in case it helps you find the rest. That is a periscope, invented by my friend Johannes and yours truly. Inside, unfortunately, one of the mirrors broke several days ago, and I haven't had the time to... Please, take it. And if you man... Don't touch any of that. I beg you. If I can't use the printing press...
Don't tell a soul. We'll have a good laugh tomorrow. Nah, the other day, when Brother Botillo was... It's a bit risky.
gave that spool to Brother Giuseppe. A very fine... It must have had about 10 meters left when I gave... If I'm not mistaken, it must be in the east wing of the Abbey. The door has to be... That's strange. It should be where Paolo da San Leocadio's painting is.